And this video is for Goldstone. This is going to be for unit number 301. So Goldstone's located at 261 North and 400 East. So just to kind of get your bearings of where we're at, basically, if you were to go 5 blocks straight north, you'd be right at the bottom part of campus there, the south end of campus. So easy walk from here. However, the ride, which is BYU's free shuttle, I believe picks up right there. And they come by twice an hour, I think, every 30 minutes or so. So, I mean, it's an easy enough to walk. I don't know if you would necessarily use the shuttle, but, you know, possibly. Since it's right there, you might as well take it. And that shuttle kind of weaves in around these apartments just south of campus. So Goldstone is going to be zoned for 4 singles or a family. And so back in the day when BYU did, you know, the approvals on all these were approved for, well, the one half was approved for boys, the other half was approved for girls. But having the 4-person zoning by the city is huge. These are going to be some of the least expensive condos that will be zoned for 4, and that really cranks up your return numbers investment wise and everything else. But they're cheap enough that if you wanted to put a married couple into it, you could. Your highest return is definitely going to be the singles, but let's say you have a son or daughter that gets married and you want to put them in it while they finish up school, that works too. So Goldstone, pretty maintenance free exterior on it. So you can see we've got a brick building, the mansard roof. This used to be wood shingles back in the day. They replaced it with an architectural shingle, which is nice. I mean, those are usually 25 years or more. And then also that's nice is that there's usually street parking. Every time I come here, I just park on the street. However, Goldstone, their parking entrance is going to be back here in the back lot. And so you enter in off of 300 North to get into the parking. So it kind of goes here to the back side of the building. So right here is the parking lot. So everyone's going to have one assigned covered parking stall. And then there's a bunch of these parking stalls right here and these ones right here that they kind of leave as a first come, first serve sort of a thing. I mean, I can quickly try to count them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 open stalls right there. And you can see there's the entrance here coming in off of 300 North. 301, this is going to be the parking stall right here. And then you're going to have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stalls, open stalls right there. So 17 extra stalls that they've got out here. So realistically, parking should not be much of an issue. This is a shot of Goldstone from the back. Basically going to look just like the front. So now the Goldstone, they've replaced their windows out. Originally they would have had the aluminum windows. Those have all been replaced out with the vinyl windows. I'm trying to remember when they did the roof. Seems like that was 7, 8 years ago they did the roof. I'd have to ask the HOA on that, but so really the building's in pretty nice shape. Okay, so 301 is going to be up here on the front where we just were, and then we're going to head on up here to the top floor. Okay, so another nice thing about Goldstone is they have outside storage. So I'll show you that really quick here. This is 301, but this would be their storage closet right here. So they're pretty good size. You can see right there, got a shelf up there. You've got the closet doors inside here, it looks like. So, but it's just nice for the students to have a little extra space, put their suitcases, their skis, that kind of stuff. So it's not taking up space inside the condo. Okay, as we walk in, now the seller has a $10,000 remodel allowance on that. So I'll kind of mention some of the things that I would do if this was my unit with that 10,000 to you know, kind of doll it up. But first thing I do on the flooring, we've had a lot of good success with LVP. So I put the flooring, LVP flooring, everything but the bedrooms would do it. It's pretty rugged and water resistant. They say it's waterproof, but you know, it's just gonna be a good all-around thing to do. Of course, I would paint it. This one's got the 2-inch blinds, and we stick the 2-inch blinds in all of ours, so I think that's fine. The doors, I would replace out the doors with a panel door, kind of like the front door here. Just an easy way. They're not too expensive either. So this is going to be the living room area here. Try to get this from a couple different angles. Now, having this door, we're going to go back here in a second to the bedrooms and the bathroom. Having this door is huge because it's easy to block that right off, and then all of a sudden you've got a study group going on out here, somebody else is wanting to get ready, no big deal. You got all the privacy you need. Right here is going to be a coat closet, and then walking on back to the kitchen area, there's our fridge, microwave. It's got a self-clean oven, dishwasher, stainless steel sink, and there's gonna be our washer dryer. There's a shot of all the cabinets in here as well. So this door is gonna access your furnace and your water heater. So there's gonna be your water heater, gas furnace, gas water heater. These do have central air as well. And then your panel box is gonna be right there. Okay, so moving on back to the bedroom areas. So you got 2 bedrooms here. Both bedrooms are really actually pretty good size. Again, I would probably, furniture in here, I'd probably ditch it. Usually if you're gonna rent to single students, you're gonna rent it furnished, just because they a lot of times don't have it. This dresser is totally fine. That actually looks really nice. That dresser is probably fine as well. So the closet doors, like I said, most of them, except for this guy, are in that room. I would do the 2-inch blinds on here versus the drapes. And just replace light fixtures are really cheap to replace as well. So, but nice big room for a shared room. And then coming around this way, the bath, they do a split bath here. So basically you got your vanity out here and mirror, and then your toilet and tub shower are going to be in here. So there's your toilet. It's got the marble lights around, little window in there, and of course I'd LVP all this as well. But it allows for 2 people to be getting ready at the same time, versus a lot of them they'll just put all of the sink and everything inside the bathroom, and then basically if one person's in there, it ties up the bathroom for everyone else. So again, 2-inch blinds on this one, just kind of going around, but about the same size room as what we saw before. This door right here is just going to go back into the furnace closet. I think they use it to probably maybe move the water heater out this way if you needed to, change it out, so that you don't have to deal with the furnace and trying to get through that other door. Now these guys have a little small shelf here. I've seen a lot of them that have put in a pretty substantial size shelf right there, because then it can just be moved if you need to replace out the water heater for any reason, but then you can utilize all that space. So lots of great benefits. I mean, this is going to have one of the highest cap rates around for being this close to campus. So that would be the Goldstone unit number 301.